Good morning. I'm Peter Milios from the Finance News Network. Stocks retreated Tuesday as an August sell-off was reignited by a downgrade of the banking sector by credit rating agency Moody's. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down 0.45%. At session lows, the index dropped about 465 points. The S&P 500 dipped 0.42%, bringing the broader index's month-to-date losses to almost 2%. The Nasdaq Composite pulled back by 0.79%, pulling its losses in August down to 3.2%. Tuesday was the fifth negative day out of the 6 sessions for both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. At session lows, both were down more than 1%. Though all three indexes closed off their lowest respective points in the session, none ever broke into positive territory. Banks fell broadly after Moody's downgraded the credit rating on several regional banks, including M&T Bank and Pinnacle Financial, citing deposit risk, a potential recession, and struggling commercial real estate portfolios. The credit agency also placed Bank of NY Mellon and State Street on review for a downgrade. Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan Chase slid around 2.1% and 0.6%, respectively, while the SPDR S&P Bank ETF dropped 1.3%. The regional bank ETF lost 28% in March amid the failure of Silicon Valley Bank. Meanwhile, M&T Bank finished nearly 1.5% lower. Traders also passed through the latest batch of earnings. UPS shares slipped 0.9% after the delivery giant reported weaker than expected revenue for the second quarter. The company also lowered its full-year revenue outlook. The corporate earnings season has so far been better than anticipated, with 89% of the S&P 500 stocks done reporting quarterly results. About 4/5 of them have beaten Wall Street expectations, according to FactSet data. But it appears a lot of those results were already priced into the market, given the pullback the last 2 weeks. Moving away from corporate earnings now, Google and Universal Music are discussing licensing agreements to use artists' melodies and voices in AI-generated songs, aiming to address the challenges posed by generative AI and deepfake songs that imitate established artists' voices and sounds without permission. Turning to commodities, Swiss mining behemoth Glencore saw a 50% drop in profits to $9.4 billion in the first half of the year due to lower commodity prices after the Ukraine invasion, despite revenues of $107 billion. The Ghana government's approved green minerals policy for lithium aims to guide its responsible exploitation of production, set to be passed by Parliament soon, ensuring maximum benefits from resources amid global clean energy mineral demand. However, on the Ghana front, Atlantic Lithium is expected to be subject to a 5% royalty to the government of Ghana. There is suspicion that the government could be considering rates of up to 10%. Precedent exists, albeit elsewhere and in other commodities, e.g. diamonds in Zimbabwe, cobalt in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Overall, US sectors closed mostly lower overnight. Health was the leader of the pack, whilst materials was the worst performer. The SPY futures are pointing to a 0.1% fall. Thank you for listening.